guys, it's Sam, and this is my spoiler-free review of My True Love Gave to Me, edited by Stephanie Perkins. I read this short story compilation around Christmas, and I really enjoyed it, and here is my little short synopsises and my ratings for each of the stories. The first story was Midnights by Rainbow Rowell, and I really enjoyed the story. I thought it was a great way to kick off the compilation. It is about two characters who are best friends in high school, and it shows them every year on New Year's Eve for like 3 years or 4 years, I think. And it is super adorable. It made me feel a lot of things because it kind of brought me back to like high school and high school crushes and like friends that you have crushes on and that kind of thing. I thought it was really relatable and super cute, and I ended up giving it 5 stars. The next story was The Lady and the Fox by Kelly Link, and this story was alright. It is about a girl who sees a boy standing outside in the snow when she is a child, and no one else can see him. So it is kind of a weird story. I saw its potential, but ultimately I didn't really enjoy it that much. I gave it 3 stars. The next story was Angels in the Snow by Matt de la Pena, and this is about a guy who is house sitting for his boss over Christmas, and he is from a less fortunate family. They don't have a lot of money, and so he's kind of starving, and something happens where he runs into one of the other residents that is also in the apartment for Christmas, and it is during a snowstorm. This story, again, was just okay. I think at the beginning it kind of turned me off because there was a lot of swearing at the beginning. I curse like a sailor, so it's not really that, but I just don't really like it a lot in my fiction, and I felt like it was a little overdone. It just sounded like it was too much. So, I don't know if that was what put me off. I just didn't like the writing style, I guess. It was cute. It was okay. I didn't really feel that connected to the characters, though, and to the romance, so I ended up giving it 3 stars. The next story was Polaris is Where You'll Find Me by Jenny Han, and this is about a human girl who was raised by Santa Claus. And it was very cute, but it needed like a few more pages, like 5 or 10 more pages, and then I really would have enjoyed. But I felt like it was a story that was cut short, and I understand the like kind of vague ending, but I just didn't work for me. I felt like you could have actually wrapped it up a little better, and I would have really enjoyed it. So I ended up giving it 3 stars. The next story was It's a Yuletide Miracle, Charlie Brown by Stephanie Perkins, and this was a really cute story. It is about a girl who lives in an apartment building with her mother, and they are in kind of like a temporary situation. Their house is kind of cluttered and crazy, and they just don't have a lot of Christmas traditions because her mom is like Wiccan or pagan or some kind of like holistic religion, so they don't really have any kind of traditions. But she ends up crossing paths with a boy that works in the Christmas tree lot next to her apartment complex, and it is really, really cute, and I felt like the story was very well developed over the short amount of time that it was taking place in, and I really enjoyed the couple, so I definitely gave this 5 stars. The next story was Your Temporary Santa by David Levithan, and it is about a boy who sneaks into his boyfriend's house for Christmas because his boyfriend wants his little sister to still believe in Santa. So he wants the little sister to catch the boyfriend as Santa. And again, I didn't really enjoy it that much. I didn't really feel for the characters that much, and it just wasn't really that believable to me. I've had a lot of problems in the past with David Levithan's writing. I just don't really connect that well to his writing, so that could be why it was, but I ended up giving this 3 stars. The next story was Krampusslauf, I think is how you pronounce it, by Holly Black, and this story was a little weird and I felt like it didn't really fit in with the rest of the stories. Apparently there is a tradition called Krampus or something that is about the bad side of Christmas and the opposite of Santa Claus, so it's kind of like a angel devil type thing. It is about a girl who ends up going to one of these Krampus runs, kind of like zombie runs and stuff like that. Apparently there are cities that hold Krampus runs, and stuff starts kind of unfolding from there. I don't want to say too much more because if I said more of it, it would reveal the rest of the story because it's a very short story, but I really didn't enjoy it. I've never read anything else by Holly Black, but I just felt like it was very clunky and just very unbelievable, and it was kind of like magical realism a little bit, and I just didn't really suspend my disbelief for it, so I ended up giving it only 2 stars. The next story is What the Hell Have You Done, Sophie Roth by Gail Foreman, and this story was also a very cute one. It is about a girl who is going to this university. She is Jewish and she feels like kind of an outsider there, and she ends up going on a date with a guy that she also feels like is kind of an outsider, and they go to this like diner date, and it's just very cute, very believable. I felt like it's a story that could have actually really happened, and I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 4 stars. The next story was Beer Buckets and Baby Jesus by Myra McIntyre, and I thought this one was also cute. It is about a guy who is helping with a church's Christmas pageant because he accidentally set the church on fire a little bit ago. So a lot of chaos ensues. It really feels kind of like a movie in a way because a lot of things happen and a lot of things kind of stack up to kind of make it very difficult for them to get this pageant in order, and I thought it was very enjoyable. I ended up giving it 4 stars. The next story was Welcome to Christmas, California by Kirsten White, and this was one of my favorite stories from the entire compilation. It is about a girl who lives in Christmas, California, which is a very, very small town, and she works in a diner, which is called the Christmas Cafe, and it is Christmas themed, and so she kind of just hates Christmas. She's in like a rough spot in her life, and she just wants to leave Christmas, California. End up getting a new cook who magically knows what everybody wants to eat without them ordering it. And not just what they want to eat as far as on the menu, but like what they need to have to make them happy. So it's a very cute, kind of magical realism story, and I really, really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 5 stars. The next story was Star of Bethlehem by Allie Carter, and this is about a girl who ends up trading plane tickets with a random girl in the airport and going to wherever she's going, and kind of chaos ensues from there. I thought it was very cute. The ending wasn't as strong as it could have been though. There's like kind of a twist at the end, and I didn't really enjoy that a ton. I felt like it could have gone a different direction, but it was cute enough. Again, I felt like it could have been made into like a Hallmark movie or something. It was cute. I gave it 4 stars. The last story was The Girl Who Woke the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and I feel like I couldn't give a synopsis to do this one any justice. If you have read Laini Taylor and you enjoy her writing, you'll probably enjoy this story. This is the first Laini Taylor that I've ever read, and I loved it. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel because I know that her writing is very hit and miss for people. Either you love it or you hate it. So I really loved it. It's very different. The writing is very beautiful and kind of poetic, but if you don't enjoy her writing, you're probably not going to enjoy this one. I really did. It was very, very different, and while it was different, I still really liked that that was the end of the compilation, and I thought it was very beautiful, and it's making me want to pick up the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series, which I haven't yet, so I really enjoyed it. I gave it 5 stars. So overall, this is a very cute winter/Christmas compilation. I really enjoyed it. I hope that next year another kind of compilation like this is released because I really enjoyed reading some Christmassy themed short stories before Christmas. It really got me in the Christmas mood. Overall, I gave this 4 stars. So comment down below and let me know what you thought of this compilation if you end up reading it, and let me know what some of your favorite stories from it were. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!